Hello, it's Rob here and welcome to the next of my build videos on Tamiya's The Frog on the ORV chassis. Today we're going to be starting off on step 11, which is drive shaft assembly. Now for this we're going to need 2 dog bones and this, what are they calling it, joint boot. Now this did come all joined up as one unit and you need to cut it down to size. This is just about true to size, but it's a little bit shorter, but that could just be who knows what. Basically you need to cut off the ends like so. And then this one, like that, and then you need to poke this through, but it's really difficult without any grease. Now it does tell you to use anti-wear grease in this instance. I've had other ones where it just tells you to use ordinary grease, but as we got some anti-wear grease with the kit, I'm going to do that, but I'm only going to do the one side to begin with, because this stuff is, I don't know, it's like treacle, it's that sticky, but it does help it get through, and you just poke it in and slide it up. And you do get to a point where you think you're going to tear the rubber, but it does, he says, eventually go. There we go. There we go, that's in. And then you can pull the cover back, get some more anti-wear grease, slap it on. And there we go, and you haven't got your fingers mucky or sticky, and we can move on to the next stage. Step 12 is the rear arm assembly. So we need the drive shafts that we've just made up, and then I'm doing the right side, I think this one is, so we want C9. We've got a couple of ball bearings that we need to install, and quite a loose fit if I'm honest. And then if you look down here, we've got some O-rings to install, and on this side it's one into the wheel axle itself, but 2 into the diff output for some reason, because on the left side it's just 1 for the diff output, and as ever it's easier to put these in if you've got your dog bone, which is a bit trickier in this instance as it's shrouded in a boot. But there we go. And then what I've hopefully found is to keep these in place, because I can't remember, I think it's my Monster Beetle Black. These didn't stay really that well in place, covering the stuff up for some reason, I can't remember why. But what I've discovered, hopefully, is that on the diff output you can use a tie wrap. But I suppose not only does it hold it in place a bit, but it sort of stops some of the dust to get in from getting in, hopefully. So pull it quite tight, grab my pliers, a bit tighter, and then we can nip it off. However, on the wheel axle side, the bit, whatever they call it, where the tie wrap pokes through, catches on the rear arm. So what I've come up with is I've got this gardening wire, basically just because I've got it, and it is designed to tie up, if you know what I mean, without breaking, as long as you don't pull it too tight. So what I found is if I do it up and fold them across like so, get them in and get my pliers, I can tighten it quite tight a few turns. Like that, and that does hold it a bit better. It's not perfect, and then we can cut this off. And then again back to my pliers. Oops, I'm off screen again. I can bend that over, and that should hopefully keep it, and then poke it through. Oops, and I've already got a bearing in there to mount, and then we can just slip an R-clip through, and we're ready for the next stage. Step 13, and the last one for this video, I think, is attaching the rear arm. Before we get into that though, I've found an error with the Tamiya manual. I don't know if you can spot it, but we've got step 13 here and the parts required for step 13, but it says step 14. And then below here it says, oh, step 13, which is going to be the CVA damper build. So, what's going on, Tamiya? You've left that slip. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, this shouldn't take too long. It's telling you to grease these bits up here and here. I'm not sure about this outside one, and I think I might use my anti-wear grease. So bear with me, icky sticky stuff. Then we take our chassis, poke the end through the diff, stroke gearbox till it engages. Cool. I think that was spinning too freely. And then if you just nuke, it pops in that big hole in the diff case. And then we can take a MD12 rear arm stopper, and that should just go like so. A couple of 10mm screws, and repeat for the other side. So I'll just do that and show you. It's looking more like a proper buggy chassis now. Okay, so with the rear suspension arms and drive shafts and gearbox installed. I think I'll call an end to that. Just one more thing. I got so fed up with this battery door flapping about that I've cut the stopper off and put that in place. I don't know why they don't tell you to do that a lot earlier on, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed watching this one and look forward to seeing you for the next build one. Thanks for watching. Bye!